Breaking news, as it is, in a world where Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro, and yea, verily, in a world where Ben Affleck is coming back as Batman, it should not stun any of us that apparently it's now out. Alfred Molina's Dr. Octopus is returning in Spider-Man 3. Alfred Molina, now I am finding this out as you guys are right now. Alfred Molina, who played Dr. Octo Octavius in Spider-Man 2, will return as Doc Ock in Sony and Marvel's studio yet to be titled Spider-Man 3. Let's read through this together, shall we? Let's just jump over to the Hollywood Reporter story right now. It said Alfred Molina, let me see if I can increase this font for you guys a bit. Alfred Molina is putting back on the metal arms and will reprise his role as the villainous Dr. Octopus, sources tell the Hollywood Reporter. Molina turned in a fan favorite performance. Seriously, Spider-Man 2 was for a while, for a number of years, Spider-Man 2 was the greatest comic book movie ever made. And Alfred Molina's Doc Ock is one of the big reasons why. Anyway, Molina turned in a fan favorite performance in Sam Raimi's 2004 sequel, Spider-Man 2, as Octo Octavius, a brilliant scientist who became an 8-limbed villain who pushed Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man to the limits. Molina's involvement in the upcoming Spider-Man movie was first rumored late last month when something reported that the actor had been spotted on set. Molina's involvement ties together 3 generations of Spider-Man movies. Jamie Foxx is returning as Electro after playing the role in 2014's The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which starred Andrew Garfield as the wall crawler. And Molina's Doc Ock. Remember, guys, this is all just coming out now. It's on the Hollywood Reporter. In October, Fox suggested in a since-deleted Instagram post that 3 different Spider-Man could appear in the film. Marvel and Sony had no comment. So that's where we're at right now. Alfred Molina, according to the Hollywood Reporter, is coming back as Doc Ock. So we've got Jamie Foxx coming back as Electro, who represented the Andrew Garfield era. We have Doc Ock, played by Alfred Molina, coming back to play Doc Ock, who represented the Tobey Maguire era. And we obviously have Tom Holland starring as the Tom Holland era of Spider-Man. Listen, guys, to me, the Jamie Foxx thing was one thing. This, to me, is the most close thing. I'm not going to say this is definitive, but this is the closest thing to definitive I think we've had so far about the possibility of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire both coming back to play Spider-Man along with Tom Holland in the new Spider-Man movie. This is the closest thing to it. Now, we've been saying for a while, this is a possibility. This could happen. Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro. But to me, them saying that and again, this is according to the Hollywood Reporter. This is not Sony announcing this. This is the Hollywood Reporter saying they have sources that are telling them this. If this dude is coming back as Doc Ock, if Alfred Molina is back as Doc Ock, to me, I now personally transition from, because we all change our opinions based on new information as it comes in. I have gone from thinking that I don't think it'll happen, but yeah, Garfield and thing coming back. After all, we've got Jamie Foxx. I have now moved, because of this news, from thinking it is a possibility that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are going to come back. I am now moved into, I think it's likely. I'm not willing to call this definitive. I am not willing right now to say this proves it. No, it doesn't. But I now no longer think it's only a possibility. I now think it's likely. I now think we are going to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield playing Spider-Man again. Now, there's a lot of negative things to that in my head. There's a lot of positive things to that in my head. I'm going to have to sort through this a little bit. But as of right now, Hollywood Reporter reporting that not only is Jamie Foxx back as Electro, again, representing the Andrew Garfield era of Spider-Man, we got Alfred Molina coming back as Dr. Octopus, revitalizing the Tobey Maguire era Spider-Man. What does this all mean? I'm sure we will find out more in the days ahead, and I'm sure Robert and I will talk about this in depth on tomorrow's episode of the John Campea Show. Thank you to everybody in the live chat who was pointing that one out to me.